Back to that Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my next guests I've been excited to tell you about all evening thus far because they are going to be with us in both editions of the Music Spotlight tonight. But the first time I heard the combination of Kristen Getty, who you may know from the Gettys, we featured their music in the past, and Skye Peterson was at Sing of last year, where there was new music introduced, and you're going to hear not only a song that has already been released by the two of them, but you're going to hear a brand new one tonight as well. But ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Kristen Getty and Skye Peterson. Hey ladies, how are you?
Doing great.
Doing awesome.
I'm so glad to have you here. Kristen, Keith has been all over me the last couple of weeks. He's like, Kev, have you heard the new song? I said, Keith, I've heard the new song. I love the new song. He goes, well, how come you haven't had them on the show yet? I said, because we work a couple of weeks ahead of time. So just give me a little, a little runway. But Skye and Kristen, you have worked together now, at least that I know of, on two songs. This one is called I Am Not My Own. Skye, why don't you tell us a little bit about where the song came from?
Yeah, the song was written based off of Heidelberg's Catechism, which is just a very churchy word for kind of a lot of questions and answers that have to do with Scripture. And the question was, what is our only hope in life and death? And the answer is that we belong to Christ, that we are not our own. And I was writing with my friend Ben Shive, and we were like, we should write a song about that. And it turned into a song that was kind of written to speak to the idea of identity. That's such a tricky subject these days to talk about. And we really wanted to kind of write a song that's memorable and easy to sing, that's telling really complex truth in a simple way.
Kristen, you're a parent. You know my wife and I well. We're parents. We're all raising kids in this day and age. And when you've got in the public schools CRT and sexual transitioning and all kinds of other things that are trying to attack the identity of the children of this generation, what was it about this particular song that grabbed your attention?
Well, the Skye is so beautifully expressed. You know, this is a theme which is it is a timeless one, but I think today it is a very timely one. And I know as a mom that I have looked on with great agitation, sometimes anger, frustration, worry, concern. And I'm always delighted for any way, particularly through music, because it's so powerful, to point my children back to the truth. And I think this is what this song so beautifully does. Skye wrote it with Ben, a couple others. It was just my delight to come alongside and to join Skye in singing it. And I'm really excited, watch my kids as they get older. They don't listen to me quite the same way. When they see Skye, they want to be her when they grow up. Yeah, every parent goes, yeah, I know. Yes. And so I'm looking at my older girls particularly, and they just love Skye, and it excites me for who she is and what she stands for, her beautiful gift, and how this song speaks to them and how she speaks to them. And I'm just incredibly excited to be able to show her off and this song.
Skye, we were talking before we started rolling tape today and had a chance to visit a little bit because someone else was just a minute or two late. But you do have a passion to talk to this generation. Tell me more about that. Why does it kind of burn in your heart so badly?
Yeah, well, I think part of it is I'm 20, and I feel like a lot of my friends growing up were either way younger than me or way older than me, and so I feel like I have a lot to say to that generation, and in particular the younger one, because I know what it's like to be a lonely kid and a lonely teenager that is in search of the truth. And if I can kind of play a role in helping other people believe that God is real and He loves them, then I want to sing about it.
Well,
that's where a lot of my songs tend to come from.
We don't shy away from those very direct truths here at That Kevin Show, even though we're not a Christian-based show. This is certainly something that I very much echo with what Kristen and Skye are saying. Kristen, Skye has been a part of your your music songwriting kind of part of what you and Keith do now that it has expanded rapidly, I think, since the pandemic. But talk a little bit about why you guys are excited to mentor and give feedback to aspiring songwriters.
Well, first of all, I mean, Sky is just an outstanding talent. She is our friend, and we would seek to help her in any which way as she develops and grows in all that she does. And over the last few years, Keith and I have loved finding other writers who have a similar mindset in terms of what we think about the Lord, the importance, the central role of Scripture, and what we sing, and getting congregations singing and using music to help embolden believers and strengthen their faith and give them something to say and to pray and to rejoice in. And Sky feels that too. It's wonderful it has been a lot of men in this group for a number of years. So we'd also like,
Yeah, we're strongly outnumbered.
yeah, to bring a young lady like Sky on board. Sandra McCracken's been working with us a bit, Laura Story, and that's been really fun to be able to be with them. You know, because some of the greatest hymn writers in the past, Kevin, as you know, were ladies, and it's exciting to be able to work with them. And then I think across the generations, it's just so important. I've been in several writing sessions with Sky, and I just love to hear how she thinks about something, the things that trigger things in her mind and the things she's passionate about, and it just helps make everybody better. Yeah. And just thrilled to get to work with her.
Well, we're going to hear both of those songs that I previously mentioned tonight in just a little bit. Kristen, real quickly, give a plug for your Sing conference, which is going to be here faster than people realize, and they may want to already get registered if they'd like to.
Oh, absolutely. The Sing conference, I'm not sure whether this is the 7th or the 8th year. I was trying to think through in my brain what it was. Do you even know?
I think pandemic stole about a decade from us. So, whatever.
I know. Either way, we are a number of years in. For those of your viewers who are not quite familiar with it, it's a conference that happens each year in Nashville around September time. And it's a song to encourage worship leaders and pastors and all who are interested in what the church is singing to gather together.
Ladies, it's been wonderful to have you at That Kevin Show. So thanks for coming by tonight, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
You got it. Kevin McCullough coming right back from New York with I Am Not My Own by Sky and Kristen when we come back.
Hey, get the soundtrack. Search #New Music Spotlight on Spotify or Apple Music.